Hi, my name is Karen Jones, and today I would like to talk with you about virtues, character formation, and how to integrate those into an all inclusive classroom. Virtues are broken down into four different domains: intellectual, performance, moral, and civic. Intellectual guides us into more of a resourcefulness, reflection, curiosity, and there I demonstrate more reflection. I like to build on what I know. I like to gain more knowledge of what I can correct as far as teaching strategies. I like to have constructive criticism from my colleagues as well as my administrators if there's something that I can add to the classroom to make my students feel more successful, then I lean towards those resources. Performance, I'm very determined to make sure that my students are learning academically, and not just academically but also socially and emotionally. There's a lot that goes into a day's time with a child, and all of these are encapsulated into the learning process. So I am determined to make sure that I let them learn as much as I can, encapsulate as many life skills that are age appropriate for them, as well as teaching them the grade level appropriate curriculum. Morally, I am compassionate. I dig deep into my relationships with my students. If there is an issue with family, housing, food, clothing, I work well with the administration, and we provide ways for students to be all included into our classrooms and not feel like they don't have. If they are lacking school supplies, I make sure that they have everything that they need to make sure that they have the opportunities as every other child to learn and grow in a classroom environment and be successful. Civically, this goes into servicing, and I feel like reaching out to these students that are lacking support at home or not had great relationships with previous teachers. I feel like this gives me an opportunity to be a light for them, to say, I'm here. I like to integrate these students and let them know that they are not alone, that somebody's got their back. So when we break into these domains of virtues, this also builds character. How do we build character? What is character? Jubilee Center of Character and Virtues explains that character is a set of personal virtues that produce specific moral emotions, inform motivations, and guide conduct. And I feel like this is implemented into the classroom with my students, and I'm able to give them a learning environment that is welcoming and nurturing, safe, and they feel loved and valued. Character formation is how we interact and react within our environments, whether it be at school, at home with our families, at church, servicing in our community. All of those take a play in how we respond, how we react and interact with those around us. Excuse me. When I integrate these qualities into my classroom, I like to do a socially emotional learning piece into the curriculum. There is different traits that you can talk about, whether it be responsibility, kindness, motivation, and one of my favorite ones is responsibility. At the beginning of the year, especially in new grade level, the responsibilities and personal accountants is a little stronger. So, making sure that these students are aware of what these words mean. Responsibility, we talk about what is responsibility, how can I show that I am responsible, what are ways that I can demonstrate at home that I have completed my responsibilities. How can I be responsible for my money, helping my parents, turning in my homework. So these are just some different attributes that I think are important and should be included into the classroom. Students learn from their role models, and they are with educators 8 hours a day. So, what we demonstrate to them and model for them is a great way to help them learn more of these attributes and create the characters that they want to have for themselves. Thank you. Have a blessed day.